Yo, what's going on? It's the Straight Up Busters. If you don't know us, then you will now. My name is R-Techz. We have SD, Dingle, Gem, three gentle men. Hey, all with me today. We're doing this in the afternoon, and it's a different day completely, as it's my birthday tomorrow. And I'll be 21 again. But we're here on season 4, episode 2. And we're going to pretend we didn't record a whole episode and the audio muffed up. We're going to just move straight on. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Let's start with Gem first.
Hi, I'm Gem. I am the host of the Straight Up Warlords. I will be the game master for our Dungeons and Dragons campaign that we're doing at some point this year. I'm also one of the hosts of here.
Okay, take us away, SD. What about you?
Yeah, I'm SD. I have YouTube, working on a few projects. I'm also in control of the actual Twitter page, or X page as it's known now. So yeah, watch that space for our live updates. Yeah, that's about it for me.
All right. What about you, Dingle?
Hello, everybody. I'm Dingle. I hope you enjoy the episode. It's going to be a weird one, but a very, it might hit close to home for some people. Pun intended. Yeah, I do have TikTok and we do have a Facebook group. You can go follow us on there, a little random shit. Yeah, that's me. It's me.
All right, okay. Well, today it's, I guess, technically Gem's subject. We're going to call it that. So we are going to dive right in. Go on, Gem.
All right. So the main thing is that recently in the news, and it's been talked about a lot, is the Conservative Party and their leader, Rishi Sunak, have been trying their hardest to push through a bill for refugees and illegal immigrants into Britain to be sent to Rwanda. Just, to get them off our shores. And they seem to think that's a deterrent for people trying to get into Britain, but I'm pretty sure they'll just leave Rwanda and come back.
Britain's become a bit of a walkover country, though, isn't it?
Or they'll stay here long enough to plant roots so that they can't be sent. Yeah,
that's a good way. That's good thinking ahead.
The thing about, illegal immigrants is that you don't know they're coming because they're illegal and they don't, advertise that they're coming. It's not like, they go up to the British consulate in their home country and just go, I'm going to illegally enter Britain. Here's the date, time, and how I'm going to get in.
It'd be cheaper for them just to lace mines across the coast.
I don't think murdering's the way forward.
Shipping lanes.
I don't think that, we'll probably get more flack from that from the international community than we will if we send people to Rwanda. Which also, by the way, Rwanda is currently experiencing a civil war, and we're saying it's safe.
Well, at least we're killing Rwandans rather than our own people.
Yeah.
I mean, was it Nottingham? One bloke went round stabbing 3 people. At least I think it was Nottingham.
I mean, people go around stabbing people all the time.
Who was it?
Yeah, I mean, no country's perfect.
Birmingham Council trying to get cars out of the city because they're apparently dangerous, but there's stabbing every day in Birmingham, so
there's gun crime every day in England, and we still turn around and tell Americans how to live their lives.
That's right.
Guns are bad, MK. We have no guns, but we still have gun crime. Work that out.
Yeah.
Well, we do have guns, but it's black market. Black markets. That's where they get them off. We don't legally, like in America, you can go and legally buy.
You can't say black market because it's racist. You've got to say illegal market.
Half caste.
Even
Oh,
that's
come on,
racist because
Hey.
it's black.
Okay, guys.
Come on, man.
Also, the majority of guns used in gun crime in America are illegally obtained. But you know, so
I mean, they have stores in America.
yeah, we have stores for guns here as well. You can
Do we?
buy a gun. Yeah, it's
You
just
have to have a license for it.
you have to have a license. It's a very strict license if you want pretty much anything other than a shotgun, and even when you want a shotgun, you need to jump through quite a few hoops. Answer a few questions, but you also have to have like the police physically turn up to your house to see where you're going to store it and how you're going to store it. And
fuck being that police officer.
And ammunition can't be stored at the same location as the rifle.
Yeah, it needs to be a certain distance apart, don't they?
In a locked cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get burgled,
and the cabinet has to be attached to the wall.
Yeah.
And it can't be accessible by young people, or it has to be in a secure place, just to boil it down. Well, simple. Make it simple. Or simpler it down. What? I'm not grammaring today.
But yeah,
that's interesting.
Like I said, it's jumping through hoops that they're there, and it's very difficult to own a gun in England. But it's also there's a lot of people who say that America has no background checks and no waiting times. That is only in GTA. In the real world, there are background checks and waiting periods for owning firearms. And if you've watched season 2 of Reacher, you would know that that's the case. Because it comes up, and Reacher just, kind of forces the guy to overlook those rules because it's a fucking movie, and it would have been, it was a fucking TV series, and it would have been really fucking boring if he then had to wait, I think it's like 2 weeks before he could actually do the next part of the investigation, which required him having a gun.
I always thought it was just like Saints Row, like guns just hovering in the air and you just go and get it. Just hovering there, then you get it, it makes a funny little noise like doo. Oh, sweet. It's
hovering and spinning around, isn't it?
Like, yeah, that's it. Hovering and spinning around with money there. Sweet.
Yeah, we take all our factual information from fictional video games.
That's the thing I'm saying.
Yeah, we are reliable.
I am left leaning, but there's loads of people in the left in America as well, which is fucking annoying, who are going on about all of these, like they're like, oh, we just want common sense laws of this, that, and the other. It's like they're already fucking there. Do some fucking research.
They think it's okay to chop a dick off, but as soon as it comes to owning a firearm, oh no, that's bad. You know why they don't want anyone having firearms? It's because it's easier to take somebody down when they're not armed than it is when they are armed.
What if they got no arms?
If they've got no arms, yeah. It's like during the Antifa and BLM riots. Bunch of people turned up on someone's land, they pointed a weapon at them, and they fucked off. There's nothing more powerful than that.
Yeah.
They didn't kill anyone with that weapon, but it deterred them from causing any criminal damage.
Are you talking about that couple that were in a gated community? The gates got smashed down. Yeah.
Damn.
Did you know that couple got into trouble with their with the people in the gated community for doing that as well?
Why?
Yeah. They didn't. I don't think they got any criminal charges because it was justified that they were protecting their property because that's allowed in America.
Oh no, yeah. They didn't get any like legal troubles, but the people who run the community like tried to find them for it. It's like they were defending everybody else there, including the person who runs it, because they clearly didn't do a good job putting up a damn fence.
That's fair enough.
Don't take offense to that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so get on the terms of law and controls over certain things.
I have an idea.
And the Rwanda thing, they aren't really well. The laws that were written, I'd say, pre-1900s make sense, but laws written after that don't. Well, they're not as solid. If you know what I mean.
How do you mean?
Because a lot of maybe not pre-1900s, but you know what I mean. Like, it seems all the new laws coming out now aren't they're rushed through and not very well thought out, such as discrimination laws, which don't make sense to people. Because surely the laws are biased towards white people being racist, when in reality, if you've been to other countries, such as, oh Christ,
go on, dig your grave.
To just comment on something that SD said while he's away, I wouldn't necessarily say that they're rushed out, but it's very obvious a lot of the time where they are written by one person and that person then hasn't taken it, either has absolutely zero common sense or has not actually thought of anything about their topic that affects anyone other than themselves.
Well, I had an idea. You know, when we were kids, we used to go to parties, and after the party, we'd get a little gift bag, like a bag with a load of toys and that in it. We should do that to them, but give them a big bag full of ammunition, guns, and put them on the boat and say, "Good luck."
Right.
And just send them on their merry way.
And say, "Yeah, here's a little bag. There's a gun in there. There's a few bombs. You be safe. See you later." Yeah. So technically, we're being nice.
We're stopping them from turning those guns on us and trying to shoot their way. I mean, apart from the fact that we have a military that has a lot of guns.
No, I just find it amusing having a huge boat full of people without guns. See how far they get.
See how far they get.
You want to bring piracy back? Is that it?
It sounds like you've done it.
Yeah, because they are.
I actually do have the actual policy here in front of me.
See, I don't know the immigration. I don't understand. I know it's a thing, but I've not really. I mean, the craziest thing I do, because I don't know anything about gun crime, knife crime. I mean, the only crime I do is occasionally I don't wear a condom. That's risky in itself.
And that's just for me.
That's about as criminal as I get. Especially when Ryan wakes up and he knows.
Yeah, it all just leaks out my ass.
Ah, come on, you white guy. You have to cut that out. That was disgusting.
All the dingle residue.
Lovely.
Yeah, okay.
You started. I'm talking about condoms, mate. Never got me.
You pushed it.
No, you did. Hey.
No, fuck off. I was waiting for that. I just hit. As soon as I said it, I just hit. I just knew it was coming.
Moving swiftly on. Go on, Gem. Let's hear the laws.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it's going to be a very long thing of reading, but
maybe
basically, there's agreement between the British government and the government of Rwanda that we can send people to Rwanda. That agreement has been in place apparently since summer 2022. Yeah, that's in the introduction, but anyway. Basically, it's just saying that, we want to, take people that are not here legally and send them to Rwanda. Rwanda is safe. Unfortunately, in a international court, our word doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Like our government saying that a place is safe doesn't mean shit.
Nope, especially when it bloody ain't.
Safety of Rwanda. The High Court determines the issue of the general safety of Rwanda for the purposes of Article 3 ECHR, finding that it was generally safe for MEDP relocated individuals to be in Rwanda. The Supreme Court found it unnecessary to decide the question whether individuals were at risk of ill treatment in Rwanda itself. The Court of Appeal likely has not reached a conclusion on this point. This means that the first instance ruling of the Divisional Court on this point, that Rwanda is generally safe for those relocated under the MEDP, remains undisturbed. HMG considers that Rwanda is safe in the purpose of relocating individuals under the MEDP. Let me just see if I can see what
I definitely got lost in
MEDP.
after a while, I'm not gonna lie.
List of abbreviations. Let me find it. MEDP. Migration and Economic Development Partnership.
Right.
So people who are illegal immigrants who then become part of that are being sent to Rwanda.
All right, okay.
So illegal immigrants that are not part of that, are still going to be here.
What is the
It
actual?
just means that
What's like the actual bill that's like to a T?
it is very difficult to actually,
Complex.
It's literally just we're legally allowed to send people to Rwanda.
Yeah. Why Rwanda, by the way? That's the question I have.
Cheaper.
Honestly, it just felt like someone took a dart and threw it at a map and just decided that place at the Duns. I have no idea why it's Rwanda. There isn't anything that specifically says why Rwanda.
Right, okay, that's intriguing.
Think of the letter R. Ooh, Rwanda. Send them there.
You can imagine someone in the what's it? In one of the offices, they're like Russia, and someone's like, yeah, no,
no, Ukraine.
Yeah, get out, Tim. Who brought this guy? Just
Jerry, what's your idea? Romania.
I think
that's part of the EU. They're not going to allow it.
Yeah, keep on going. Rwanda. Yeah, boom. We're doing that.
Easy to manipulate. Yeah, Rwanda. Let's do it.
I just thought it was random, and now that you've told me, it seems even more random. So
I've never heard of the place.
Well, I've heard of it at least. I just don't know anything about it or their culture or whatever.
Like I said earlier, from what I've seen in the news, they're currently in a civil war. So, by definition, I'm not a safe country to send people, but apparently we're allowed to send them there.
Yeah, it really sounds like they should be going there. Damn.
It is tough though, because when it comes to the kids, I mean, it's hard, but we can't keep allowing it to happen.
So sorry, go on, Dingo. My bad.
It's like, I don't know. Actually, to be fair, I always think the world always manages to balance itself out, though.
As it
That's
is.
you know what I mean. Like they say, like the world's overpopulated, but it'll balance itself back out. It has done for this many years. I'm sure everything will be fine. Everything will balance itself out. I'm always thinking happy thoughts. Best way to think, I guess.
Wanking.
Yeah, I mean the Russia and Ukraine war. I think, it balanced itself out. You seen how big Russia is?
What about Israel and Palestine?
I didn't think about.
It's more the relevant one.
Israel and Palestine is a clusterfuck because
fucking hell.
We already talked about cluster bombs.
Yeah,
we did already talk about cluster bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, SD's piping out when I say cluster bombs.
Such a fake laugh.
Obviously,
sorry.
with regards to Israel and Palestine, yes, Hamas is a terrorist organization. Do not respond to terrorism with extra terrorism, with a side of terrorism.
With a portion of terrorism.
You do not bomb civilians because your civilians get bombed.
Yeah. Hypocrites.
I don't give a shit if, your civilian, if you lost 2 civilians, yeah, okay, that's a tragedy. You do not then take revenge by killing fucking hundreds or thousands of them.
Jeez, no, you do not. Wow, I mean, you shouldn't.
The people responsible, you do a surgical strike on those people. You do not murder civilians for the sake of it.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100% agree with that. Because that just makes you like mental, doesn't it? They didn't do anything.
If you really want to send a message for the people who are responsible and flay them alive, that's going to work.
Yeah, flay them alive.
See that?
Jeez, mate.
If you want to win a war, don't have R-Techz leading the way because he'll leave you behind.
No, that's in video games. This isn't.
People will be going, "Where is he? He's halfway around the world." Oh, you got the helicopter then? Yeah. Good for him.
Chocolate gun inbound.
R-Techz left the battle as soon as we landed. Oh.
We will win this war. I will. See ya.
I'll go move to Rwanda, mate.
No, you'll be running away. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, but if I was alive back in the World Wars, I'd be shot for bloody what do they call it?
Yeah, they just kill you for leaving.
Yeah, what's it called?
Yeah, but you'll find your jammy, scummy way. You work something out. You end up sleeping with him or something. You'll find a way to cheat the system.
Bro, I'm not going to sleep with my commanding officer.
Mate, you can see through walls. I think I've gamed with you. I know what you're like.
But anyway, back to So, what's your opinion on it as a whole, Gem? You're obviously against the idea, but can you give us some clarification?
I mean, it's one of those things where I don't believe it'll ever actually come to fruition. Either the House of Lords, which they're doing their second reading on Monday, so the 29th of January, in case this video doesn't get up on YouTube before then. They're doing their second reading, and that means that they're then going to see where they can find issues with it and send those back to the House of Commons to see if it can be amended. Although Rishi Sunak has said that any amendments by the House of Lords is probably going to get ignored and just they're going to try and barrel through without them, which is fucking stupid. And even if they did do what the House of Lords asked them to do, I don't see Charles signing off on it. The
king had the final say.
The king has the final say.
And we know he's a racist.
Every law that has ever been passed in this country, the monarch has the final say on it.
Yep.
Which is kind of a good thing we have them, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't think many countries have royal families. I know Sweden do.
Yeah, there's only a few countries now that
there's not many, yeah.
And a lot of the time, they're also not really part of the government anymore. They're just, there for reasons.
It's just more. I think they're more of like not a sign. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Like a symbol.
Symbol, yeah.
It's kind of sort of similar as what I was saying. What do you think on all this, SD? I want to hear your proper thoughts. Nope, he's doing something. What do you think of it, Dingle?
I'm confused by it. Confused by all of it. I'm going to have to say I want Gem sides because it's a toughie. I mean,
but are we in deported off their own free will, or they've been forced to go out, or they just been
they've been
forced not to come back in.
This is literally.
Which way is it?
It's literally a piece of paper to say that the government can legally force people who are not supposed to be in this country out of the country.
It's a tough one because the people.
So we're not on about just. We're not on about just Rwandians.
Anybody who comes here as a asylum seeker who comes here illegally, they can then be just sent to Rwanda.
Right.
It doesn't matter where they came from. It just matters that they're not here. That's what this bill basically is. We're not sending people home. We're sending
people. Would disagree with it overall, but I do think.
Sorry.
Yeah, like they come from Serbia and then suddenly get sent to Rwanda.
Yeah.
For instance, I was just going to say,
you got to fuck off now.
But then, wouldn't you agree with it in the sense of it would deter people from being illegal immigrants here, Dingle?
Yeah.
If they had that knowledge, if they were aware of the possible consequences.
But you have to find them first. That's the thing. Like,
that's it.
The boats land, and then the people scatter. And you've got criminal gangs are helping them get into the country. Admittedly, they're helping them to get into the country and then using them as slaves and shit. But they're gonna know. This has been public knowledge for the better part of a year, and better part of 2 years, really. So these criminal gangs will already be aware of it, and they will already be planning ways to get around it. So it's not going to deter people from coming into the country if they're going to go through those routes anyway, because those routes will just be like, well, we've made plans, we know how to get you past it so you don't get sent to Rwanda. You get to live in England where you want.
I mean, imagine coming it from whatever country and it's like quite bad, and then getting sent to Rwanda and it's like twice as bad where you were. You'd be that'd be not good.
No, I mean, I fucking hate.
But I mean, also people
that's
be
like
found
down
out,
the road.
and then their families. Hey.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What'd you say?
They start spreading their seed, and then they got families, and you know what I mean. It's I don't know. It's a tricky one.
They come here to live off the state.
Holy shit, he lives.
I mean, I would love to turn up to another country and get a free fucking hotel for a few months. Free money in my pocket, free clothing, all that free stuff.
Don't we all?
You know what's going to happen?
Affirmative.
I mean, if I was in charge, I'd basically go, right, you've come here illegally. We're not going to give you anything.
Didn't reconnect.
That's quite brutal.
We're just going to put you. We're going to put you in like a, I don't know,
B&B,
a holding station, and then send you back.
But what about
these are refugees? They're not refugees.
About their human rights? You're going to send them back to a place where they might die.
Well, we'll give them swimming bands. So you don't drown.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if our country went to shit? Where have we got to run away to?
Nowhere.
Well, yeah, that's
exactly. So you have to stay and fight. All these people that are coming over, they're just cowards. Cowards, or they're infiltrators.
I wouldn't say they're cowards. Because there's a lot of steps you got to do to fucking get where you want to get. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's cowardly. Yeah. Coming all the way here to dodge all these bullets to just be here. I mean,
I get free handouts.
Well,
depends what state. Yeah, what state you're from.
It's like if you beat the system,
they should put the taxpayer first, because it's obviously the tax that pays for all their hotels and free handouts. So, to be fair, any social housing or anything like that should put for citizens first.
To be fair, there should be some system where the working class, well, I was about to say men, but that's sexist. Men and women, and even non-binaries. That's right. Shout out, salute. I do think I'm just not fluent in political stuff at all, and money and everything behind the scenes. But I do think there should be some sort of benefit for the average taxpayer. The more foreigners we do have over here, I don't know if that sounds bad, but I don't know. I do. Yeah, there's got to be some, I guess, not compensation. I can't think of the word I'm trying to look for, but to me, it does make sense, because otherwise, as SD says, if we forget the condition where they were from, right? Let's not do any hypothetical. It's unknown, right? Unknown why Jafel Ahmed came down. That was such a weird name, but anyway, and he's getting more. If he's getting more than, say, the average British worker, a bricklayer or someone actually working hard and providing for their family, and they're getting all of this, as SD said, free stuff. I do think that needs to come down on. I think if you're going to be here, then you need to be here. You need to work. Really, I know that's blunt, but
contribute.
Sorry,
the idea.
You got to bear in mind I missed the last episode about this. So.
Yeah. The idea of immigration being a good thing by some people is the theory that these people who come to this country will do the jobs that the rest of us don't want to do. But
I knew you were going to say that.
Like that.
As soon as you started.
Well, that's Gen Z's for you.
That's never going to be the case if we've got a benefit system that is as easy to manipulate as it is. We have a hard time dealing with benefits frauds of our own race and
countrymen.
Yeah, we've already got enough dickheads in our country. We don't need any more.
Yeah.
Just to simplify it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
But the fact of the matter is that this isn't going to stop it. This isn't going to stop people coming into the country, because either they won't know that it's here and they'll still come anyway, or they'll know it, but they'll find a way to get around it. Because it would take time. If we notice that they've come and we have no way of finding them, what are the police going to do? All they've got is the tracks on the beach.
But do what Greece does.
Go on.
Blat off rounds at them.
Borders
as they come in.
Borders all around the UK.
That's what Greece did. They went with their dinghies towards the islands in the and they just blatted rounds off them, and the fucking boats just spurred around.
But the fact of the matter is, you still need to catch them in the act. But you can't have unless we put our entire military force just constantly on all of our shores on immigration watch. We don't have the manpower or the capability to watch for all of these people all the time, because
we managed to keep the Germans out.
In an ideal it's an ideal thing.
The Germans out.
They were coming in big metal boats, not some little rubber dinghies.
Also, I seen a thing earlier about if the Russia invaded the UK, it wouldn't go down well for Russia. It wouldn't go down well at all. So I think we might be okay.
Why? Well, okay. All right.
So I think, if we got the power, if we got a country, just say like Russia, that will invade us just to kill us, and to find out they actually can't, because we have allies and other people watching over us and blah, 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 I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, that's invasion. Again, the Germans and the Russians have spent a lot of time building up navies, which are big metal boats, which are easy to keep track of, even if you don't have the ability. Even if you don't have the ability to like spy on this exact microchip that they've got, you know where they are, because they leave a massive footprint wherever they go.
I mean, they're in the water, so they won't. There's boats.
But
So they're not really
submarines, they're difficult. But submarines also generally don't tend to lead ground assaults.
They Russians. They had their navy boats. I think it was over a year ago, like near the coast of England, throughout the UK, and then we had to send one back. Like, what the fuck are you playing at?
Yeah,
that was amusing. My brother told me that, obviously, because he's in the navy. So, shit, not really joking.
I'll take it on board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah, I remember seeing a photo. Yeah, I forgot all about it until I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, he is. And he's not gay, so there you are.
Wow. Wow.
So SD, are you here before I asked the question I asked earlier when you went?
So I take the piss. I go to my brother's to my brother's little like events he does, and he's always dancing with his suit on and his hat and his and I think that'd be great if Russia come over. At least my brother can do a little dance. You know what I mean?
Well, are you sure he's not just one of those strugglograms, but just specifically a Navy?
I would see him for a while now. He's gone. He does like the engineering on the boats, I think. So when he's telling me some sort of this sort of shit, I'm just thinking, mate, it's going in one ear and out the fucking other. I could just keep there, just nodding, going, yeah. Oh, really? Wow. Brilliant.
SD will probably know a fair bit about it, to be fair, since he's to do with the military. You know more about it than we would, don't we?
Too bad he's not here.
Yes, again. I don't know how many times.
I think Jess has been in this more than he has.
Yeah.
I think his kid has. I think I've heard his child more.
I've heard him.
Oh, dear me. Let's keep it professional and just carry on. Yeah, I don't know what to think.
You actually hear me now?
Hey.
Oh, we hear you now, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you.
Hang on.
You hear the whole time?
Has my radio been turned off? Not radio, fucking microphone.
We haven't heard you well.
We haven't done anything to the Discord to turn you off, so it must have been at your end.
Yeah, you must have switched something. Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Looks like you've missed everything I've said.
At least the last 5 minutes we have, yeah. Although, will Craig pick it up? No, he won't, will he? If it's no.
If we can't hear it, then Craig definitely can't have heard it.
Oh, if you don't know who Craig is, guys, he's our producer.
And even if it, yeah, we don't pay. We pay him in kind, don't we, guys? We give him an annual gangbang.
Yeah,
but anyway, so yeah, SD. So what do you think about this overall? You're for it, yeah? You're definitely 100% get him out of it.
I don't think it'll ever happen.
You don't think it will happen?
Honestly,
do you agree with it?
Happen.
If would you rather it did than it didn't? Than it didn't.
I'd rather them being microchipped and then sent back to the country they came from. Because the way I see it is they're not.
So they can't come back.
Yeah, they're not here to claim asylum, because they're refugees or whatever. They're economic migrants. They've heard that they're getting free shit. They're like, oh, I like a bit of that. Let's get some free shit. And that's all they're doing. And then they're spreading their religion because for some reason, when a country becomes Islamic, no one has any rights and it turns into a shithole country. And then they go to another country, take that over, and then realise, oh, it's a shithole country. And then the cycle repeats again. I mean, I'm not bashing, well, I am bashing on Islam, but I generally hate all religion. I mean, come on.
Yep.
The books are written by scared little men who didn't know where the sun went at night. And if we're going to progress into the future, we don't need that sort of shit.
Jesus, sounds like a feminist much.
What? A feminist? Oh, we don't need no man.
When you said scared little men, it was so derisive. It sounded feminist.
It's because in Islam, women have no rights. So obviously it's written by men.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what I am? I'm a Geminist.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Somebody believes in Gem.
Yeah, we need to start that off.
Geminazi.
The Geminazis. No, we can't do that, SD. Oh no.
No.
Yeah. No, we can't do that.
But yeah.
Maybe I'll change this square to like a swastika instead. Oh no,
Jesus Christ.
No.
Please don't.
Proceed before it gets out of hand.
I think we've all really said our fill on it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
There's one thing I'd like to mention.
Go on.
I'm trying to think of the next worst religion, basing on all the horrible things that happened.
Catholicism is easily the next worst.
I was thinking of Catholics.
Yeah, that's literally what I said.
Just think about it. The what's that bloody place called?
Ragnarok.
The one where the Pope lives. I can't believe I've actually forgotten it.
It's in Italy, isn't it?
The Vatican. There we go.
The Vatican.
With their paedophile rings and how they stood neutral against the Germans.
And don't forget all of the Crusades.
Oh yeah, all the Crusades as well. Yeah. And
it's a money scam thing, isn't it?
Oh, Christ. Well, next one, I'll say Christianity is probably the worst one after that.
It's for delusional people.
Probably worse.
In terms of genocide, I'd say Christianity and Judaism are pretty much the same. I mean, you had the Jews with the atom bomb, and obviously the Christians with the Crusades.
It's all about my God bigger than your God. Let's go to war.
My dick's bigger than your dick. Let's
There's
find out.
There's only one God, and that's Kratos.
Oh, here we go.
All hell Kratos.
There you go. North mythology, Greek mythology, Egypt mythology. That's religion.
Dingle, mate.
There
you
is
can change your avatar to Kratos. That's it.
There is only one God, and that is the God Emperor of mankind. And he absolutely hates the fact that he's referred to as a god.
Absolutely anything.
All it is just, it's different countries. It's always funny that you're always born into the right religion, aren't you? You're never born into the wrong religion. You're always born into the right one.
I was born into no religion.
People convert. Hey, what did you say, Jim?
Yeah, I basically said it. Unless you convert, in which case you're born into the wrong position, religion. I literally said what you said. But, yeah.
We need to make a religion of our own. Well, at least a cult. We should call it Geminism.
Yeah, the Gemin. Yeah, the Geminism.
Gemslam.
Yeah, Geminism. That should be the title. That should have been the title of it now. The ThaStr8UpBustas convert to Geminism.
Geminism. Gemicide.
Do we wrap up then? And then we have enough time for a little chat.
Yeah, I think we'll call it there if we do our final thoughts.
Yeah.
Final thoughts then. I'm going to start with SD.
I would say I haven't had the greatest of impacts in this, and I haven't listened to half of it because, life.
The fuck is a life?
Yeah, I think the whole Rwanda plan's a bit far-fetched in the case that they're trying to force it through, but it's ridiculous to think that they won't come back and how it's going to get past the House of Lords, or how all these human rights Nazis, because they are Nazis, or the humanitarians, fucking knobheads they are, they don't really care about their own people, but they care about people who don't care about us. So work that one out. I don't think it's ever going to happen. And if it does, the flights are just going to get stopped anyway. and it'll progressively get worse. Yeah, that's my final thoughts on that.
Okie dokie. Dingle?
Yeah, I don't really know what to say because I'm not really a political. But when like news comes on to tell you about the government, I don't listen to it because majority of it would just annoy me. So I just mute it. I don't know what to say. I'm at lost of words. I don't know.
Like an unfinished game of Scrabble.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, obviously I ain't running for president because if I was, we'd be fucked.
Yeah,
so,
I that.
You know what I mean?
To be fair, you probably couldn't do any worse than Rishi.
Yeah, I only found out his name like a month ago. I just thought he was some sort of like I don't know.
MP.
A bomber.
No, I was gonna say taxi driver. Cut that out.
I mean, he's a tax avoider. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah, they all are.
Oh,
they all are.
They all are. All right, okay. Well, let's continue. Gem, your turn.
Like I said, I didn't see it ever coming to fruition. I think that's the plan, though. Rishi Sunak wants it to be blocked by someone so we can then turn around and be like, oh, it's the left. I'm pointing to my right, by the way, because it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, it does come to fruition because everyone wants Rishi Sunak to literally fall on his sword at this point. Then, because basically the worst thing for Rishi right now is that this gets through as quickly as he wants it to. Because if it goes through as quickly as he wants it to, he then actually has to do something about it and actually start doing stuff. Otherwise, people are then going to be like, well, what was the point in that? And then he's going to be held accountable for it. So he needs someone to blame for this going through so that he can then have something to stand on when the next election comes through.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, nobody wants this apart from him, and he doesn't even want it. He pretty much backed himself into a corner, backing this thing rather than actually doing any of the things that people in this country actually need or want. And it's just like, well, I need this to fail so that I can then say, well, I'm going to make sure it gets through in the next election. And then everyone's still going to turn around and be like, yeah, but you're worrying about this thing and none of us give a shit. We want lower taxes. We want affordable housing. We want all this other stuff. We want the minimum wage to be a living wage where people can buy a house off one full-time paycheck if they need to, and go back to the old nuclear family. If people want that, they should be allowed to do that even on the minimum wage.
I'm in an iron about, but
yeah, that's money that people are earning. I'm saying. I'm not saying this should be handed out as benefits, but you know what I mean. Like, if you're doing a full-time job and you're earning minimum wage, you should still be able to afford to own at least a flat.
Yeah, damn straight, mate.
You know, an excess of labour prevents the actual improvement of wages.
And that's the thing. Like, we're allowing all these people in, and then this isn't going to stop them coming in because you still have to find them to then put them on the plane to fucking fuck them off to wherever you want to fuck them off to.
Mm.
And they're just not going to get found.
Oh.
You know what's going to happen?
It's a plan that is planned to fail.
Well, think about Brexit. That was planned to fail because nobody wanted to leave in the first place. If they actually pulled their fingers out their arseholes and went, right, we're in this predicament now, we've got to sort it out and get it done, would probably have Brexit rather than whatever the fuck we've got now. It's more of, I didn't really want Brexit, but we're having it anyway, Brexit. But obviously that isn't as catchy.
Yeah, it's a soft Brexit.
Exit Brexit.
Yeah. Again, in air quotes, I'm not on camera, so I shouldn't really do stuff like that. Yeah.
It's not a cool look.
Soft as Boris Johnson's cock.
Boy.
That was hard a lot of the time, apparently.
Have you seen his missus?
And let's be honest, he did fuck the country as well.
Oh, yeah.
Not just a whole bunch of women, but also the country.
That's a true leader.
Right then, anything else to add? And then we'll get out.
I think that's me done.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, we have been the Straight Up Busters episode. What did I say? This was 37 overall, season 4.
40, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it is indeed overall. Please check out Dingle Games. He does some great stuff on there. He has been inactive for a while, but he'll get his
37 was last, not the episode that
it's the one that we
but 37 was the comeback one.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's 38.
Yeah, 38.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, episode 38 and not 37. And check out Dingle Games. He's been quite inactive, but I'm sure he's going to get his tushy in gear soon.
I am.
Have a book of that.
He needs someone to kick him up the arse.
I do.
I'll do something with his ass. No about kicking.
Fuck's sake, man. This is just. Why is it always me as well? Why is it always me?
You're the single one. I can get away with it.
Yeah, and also we're not as sexy as you.
I take that as a compliment and a bit gruesome at the same time. So I'll take that.
But anyway, Straight Up Warlords with Jeremy Boy. If you like D&D, you're gonna love what he's got going on there. SureDiesAlot 69. I mean SureDiesAlot 61. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's SD, funnily enough.
Sexual disease
of Fallout 4. Before we go, has anyone got an update on when they will have anything else out on your projects? Or are we all a bit in the dark on it?
Dark.
So I will be recording Straight Up Warlords on Sunday, the 28th of January. Aside from that, I'm still doing some stuff in the background for the D&D campaign, which is a separate thing.
Right.
Okay. Good. And Dingle and SD, I take it it's just whenever.
Whenever at the moment, yeah, because I got to get Filmora back on track, and then and it's a whole new route to the recording thing now because I'm recording off my PS5, so then I have to put it on the PC. It's a whole, and then commentating. So
yeah, I forgot you were.
So I'm just waiting for the game to pop up that I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna have this, and I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna smash it out.
Yeah. You need to get Dark Tide so we can do a Dark Tide session. All of us.
Gem Tide.
Yeah, I'll try and get something out tonight.
Ooh.
I will announce it via the Twitter. If Gem was to send me certain links to his YouTube whenever it comes out for the Straight Up Warlords.
No, it'll be on mine.
I'll post links on X to the.
It's posted on my one. It's under a Straight Up Warlords playlist.
Yeah. But
he emails me and I put it up.
Yeah, but on RX as well. We need it on there everywhere.
There's a lot of things
when it gets uploaded onto YouTube and then gets put into the group chat, I'll then make sure that you're aware that is that.
All happy days. I'll bang it on as soon as I see it.
Don't want to hear about you banging one out, but you know.
Bang one out, yeah.
Okay, season 4, SureDiesAlot, Gem, SD, and Dingle, and R-Techz. Myself, we have been. Well, I've already said what my name is. I'm not going to keep going. And this is the end of the episode.